Just know that we all are dealt certain things in life. And we choose if we're going to victimize ourselves or if we're going to say, no, I'm going to find a solution and I will believe and trust in God. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Vasquez Scenes. So I've been getting a lot of questions about autoimmune and how I've been feeling, how I even help my autoimmune, about being a mom, about breastfeeding. So today I thought I'd just sit down and answer them. So let's just dive in. So first of all, I want to say to all my subscribers, for the ones that have been here to the beginning, there has been a shift on my channel. It's been gearing more towards health and wellness. And I know you guys have noticed that, but at the end of the day, this channel is still all about family, health, and faith. So just wanted to clarify that. So one of the questions that I get multiple times is what medication I take for rheumatoid arthritis. One of the medications I take is Enbrel. It's an injection that I have to take weekly because I have improved my health so much. I have at one point of my health journey gotten up to 2 months without having to take it. Right now, because of my pregnancy, my postpartum, everything kind of getting unbalanced, I have gone back to having to use it every 2 weeks to a week, depending on where my body's at. Right now, I have been able to do up to 2 weeks. We're working hard on my health to get it back to where it was before the pregnancy. But that's where I'm at. It's an Enbrel 50 milligram injection that I take every 2 weeks, but it's a weekly injection. So that's what I'm taking for RA. The next question I have, and I have them here, so if I'm looking here, that's why. So somebody commented, hi, I was recently diagnosed with RA. Was it hard for you to get pregnant? So I've mentioned it on this channel and on my social medias, and if you're not following, make sure to follow. I'll link them in the description or put them around here. So basically what happened in my journey is that I got pregnant with my first baby, lost my first baby. My second baby is my baby boy Logan, and that was a successful pregnancy. And then I lost 2 babies after him, and then my baby girl came along, which is the one I just had 5 months ago. Her name is Shakina. So in the span of about 5 years, all of that happened. And so I wouldn't say necessarily that I have had problems on getting pregnant. I think more than anything, I've had problems on staying pregnant because like I said, out of all 5 pregnancies, I've lost 3. So I got pregnant and I lost the three of those babies at around the first trimester, like around 8 to 10 weeks is the time frame that I lost the babies. If you're like struggling to get pregnant, what I can say as a health coach is that sometimes when your body's not wanting to get pregnant, it's because it doesn't have the right atmosphere, and you just need to create that right atmosphere. Sometimes it can be an illness that you have or stress or so many factors, but the body will get pregnant when it has the right environment. I would say the best thing to do if you're struggling to get pregnant is start working on yourself, start working on your health, start working on your body, because that is the vessel that carries the baby. As somebody that is a faith-centered health coach, I believe that the body has the ability to heal itself. So you just need to give it the right tools to heal itself. All right, let's go to the next question. New sub here, was diagnosed October 2023. It seems we are barely treading water some days. Healing wishes to you. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that wished me full healing. In this channel, I want you guys to know that me and my family, we believe for healing. I don't have the concrete firm diagnosis on paper, but I believe that God will heal me, and I will share that with you guys when that comes to completion. And I've already felt that he started that healing in me. So it's all about faith. I believe that just like taking care of your body is a physical and a mental thing, it is just as much, if not the most importantly, spiritual. It is possible to get healed by faith, by also putting action. So that's what I believe, and I hope that you can believe that for you too. For all those people that have found me because of my rheumatoid arthritis videos, I want to tell you, if you're feeling like you just want to give up, you're treading water like this comment says, you can't get a leg up on your health, let me tell you that there is hope. I have struggled for so long, for years, over a decade, and there is hope. And I truly believe that God has shown me the way to better health to share with everybody, and that's what I want to do. And so on all my platforms, I want to show that to you guys. Just know that there is a better way, and I'm going to continue showing what I know from what I've experienced that has helped me, and as a health coach. All right, I don't know what was going on with this phone. I'm recording on the phone. By the way, I'm sorry guys, my eye was itchy. I'm in the process of getting a new camera because I know I was supposed to get this like 2 years ago, but then a lot of things happened in my life where that just went to the back of the priorities. But this year is the year we're gonna get a new camera because I've been recording all my videos on my phones, which is perfectly fine because that's how you start. I've decided to really go all in on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, because I am just gonna pour out my heart on here, pour out my advice, what I'm going through with my health journey, and just share moments with my family and faith moments and everything. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't subscribed. So let's move on to the next question. Somebody said, I'm going on the journey from the UK, it's tough. Well, I wanna give you the best wishes. I know it's tough. Just a few months ago, after postpartum, I was in excruciating pain. And let me tell you that I'm exclusively breastfeeding. So just that in itself, trying to maneuver my baby, constantly giving her milk with all the pain in my body, that felt like all my body was gonna break and my bones were gonna break, and it was horrible. It just was horrible. The pain that I felt, I get it. I get the pain. Like, for those who are going through pain, I get your pain. You're not alone. There's so many people suffering through illness. I totally get it. But we all go through struggles. And for those who are sick, and for those who have to battle an autoimmune disease like me and some of you watching, just know that we all are dealt certain things in life. And we choose if we're gonna victimize ourselves or if we're gonna say, no, I'm gonna find a solution and I will believe and trust in God that He will heal me. And if you choose that path of like, I'm not gonna be a victim, I'm gonna turn my story into something good for the world, that's where things start shifting. And it takes a lot, because you also have to dig down deep within yourself and say, what does God want to show me through this illness? What does God want to do through this illness? And so I know it's tough, but I just want to tell you that I feel you, I hear you, I love you, and there is a better tomorrow, okay? And just one thing that you improve in your health a day, don't be hard on yourself. If you can't do the dishes, because I've had moms also reach out to me telling me they feel mom guilt when they can't do things for their kids. Like, God knows you're doing your best. So just do your best and let everything else fall where it may, because you can only do so much when you can't move from pain. That's what I do. I have my great days and I have days that are just, I'm laying in bed when I have 2 kids, but I'm very merciful and grace-filled with myself. And I've learned that being forgiving to yourself just helps everything, because if you're forgiving to you, you can release negative energy that possibly is inside of you, and negative energy is not going to help your healing. So there's another comment here. I have pain in my joints and feel stiffness in my palm in the morning. Doctor told me to go with some blood tests, R8 factor, etc., but I'm scared. Please tell me, what are the early symptoms? Okay, so the early symptoms that I had, again, I'm 32 years old, about to be 33 this year. When I was 17, some of the symptoms that I had before I was officially diagnosed is I would constantly have stomach pains. I would constantly feel like throwing up. I would constantly have horrible migraines. So with health, those symptoms can show up for other diseases as well, not just rheumatoid arthritis. So rule of thumb that I like to say is, if your body is having migraines, stomach pains, you're vomiting for just whatever reason, you're having diarrhea consistently, you don't know why, your body's trying to tell you something. So the key here is getting more connected and in tune with your body, and seeing and observing what it's doing and what it's telling you. Because unfortunately, we've become so disconnected with our own bodies that we don't hear what it's saying. It's saying, hey, wake up. This is not the right path for your body. I'm trying to help you. And we don't hear what it's saying. So We just have to make sure that we're tuning our ear to our bodies and hearing what it's saying so we can address the issue. So those were some of the early symptoms I had, and I just never paid attention to them. I thought it was just me, my body, and I just thought it wasn't just I ate something bad or my body was just doing that. But your body doesn't just do that. Your body tells you before you actually get an illness, hey, something is wrong. It gives you red flags. And that's why I try to motivate people to be healthy, because I'm like, I don't want you to ignore the red flags. I want you to not get sick. I don't want you to have an illness for the rest of your life. So please listen to the red flags. Somebody said, I'm going on the RA journey. I am on an elimination diet and trying to figure out my food sensitivities. It is hard, a hidden disease for most can't see or understand the daily pain. I'm so thankful that God understands me. He is my rock. I love this comment. Yes, I know that when we feel bad and we feel pain, we don't want to even be positive. It's true. God understands your pain. God is your rock. When you can't no more, He's the one that sustains you. This is why I'm here. There's so many times I felt like dying, literally, and I'm not scared to say it because I know many people have felt that way. I have felt like dying because of the pain, and it's so hard. You know, nobody talks about that. Nobody wants to say those things, but that's the truth. There's a lot of people going through pain that they don't even want to live. And it breaks my heart that so many of you guys are going through it. And if you're going through it right now, I hope you can feel my strength through the screen, because just knowing somebody at least understands, it makes things a lot better. Even though, you know, the pain doesn't get better, but it just makes you feel like somebody sees me. And so I want to tell you that I see you and I'm praying for you. I've decided to start praying for my subscribers that comment and say that you're going through it. I've been praying for you guys, and I will continue to pray. And if you want me to pray for you, please let me know. I'm not just somebody that says praying for you and I don't pray. I literally stop in that moment and I pray. So if you need a prayer, just put it in the comments and I'll make sure to I will say your name and pray for you, because I believe that God wants to heal you and God has a better tomorrow for you. The last thing I wanted to talk about is breastfeeding. I didn't write it down here, but I had somebody ask me about my breastfeeding and how I'm getting milk, or how my milk supply is keeping up. Well, my milk supply, I truly believe that it has a lot to do with my diet. I've been eating a lot of healthy fats, tallow, coconut oil, MCT oil, olive oil. So if you're going through a health issue, try drinking 2 tablespoons of olive oil 3 times a day, or MCT oil, or putting it in your smoothies. That's what I do. So for an example, I put 2 tablespoons of MCT oil in my smoothies in the morning, and then throughout the day, I usually, like maybe in the middle of the day, I usually forget in the middle of the day because I'm a mom, but at the end of my day for sure, I drink 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and that just helps your body have fat. Your body does need fat. A lot of people think that your body doesn't need fat, that you need to eliminate fat because the fat is unhealthy. No, bad fat is unhealthy. The good fats is necessary, because our brains are made up of 60% fat. So if you don't eat fat, your brain is not going to function. So, and if your brain doesn't function, I mean, that's the whole leader of the whole ship here in your body. So I also have been drinking a lot of bone broth. Bone broth is super good for you in the morning. I've been drinking it in the morning. Just warm it up in a little pot and then drink it with a little pinch of salt. And it just helps your cells receive that bone broth. And that has helped my milk supply. For milk supply, you have to make sure you're eating enough protein and enough fat, because that is what is creating the milk. So make sure that if you're struggling with your milk supply, you're feeding yourself well, you're hydrating, obviously water, coconut water, and just making sure you're eating enough, because I know as moms, we put ourselves sometimes last when it comes to food. But when you have health issues, you definitely have to put yourself before your kids, because you cannot help them if you're not healthy. If your health is all destroyed, you cannot even help them. So you might as well put yourself now first, to make sure you're eating, you're hydrating, you're resting, so then they can have you healthy and strong and there for them later. So I just wanted to address those questions, and I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please let me know. And I have such great things coming, so make sure you are subscribed and you have the notification bells on, because there is definitely amazing things coming. Also, make sure you follow my social medias on TikTok, Patty_wellness, and on my Instagram, Patty_wellness_coach. Thank you for these amazing questions. I love connecting with you guys, and I enjoy this Q&A. So make sure you leave a comment and you subscribe. And I want you guys to know that progress in your health journey is better than perfection. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to have it perfect. Don't put that weight on yourself. Just say, one more thing that I'm going to do today to be healthier is progress. I'll see you guys in the next video.